This week's episode of the Curious Podcasts is brought to you by you, our valued listeners. If there are any topics you would like to hear us talk about, you can submit your suggestions at curious.podcasts@gmail.com. Also, if you want to show us some love and support, why not pop over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/thecuriouspodcasts. Hello everyone and welcome to episode 23 of the Curious Podcast with Dr. Drewcifer and Richy Lawless.
Hello.
So, first off, apologies for the length of last week.
He's never had to apologise for his length before.
I hate you. No, we didn't realise until, well, he realised, but I didn't realise how long I'd been talking for until after I'd finished.
It wasn't until he woke us up and I looked at my phone that he had been babbling on for an hour and 4 minutes.
No, I wasn't babbling for that entire hour and 4 minutes. You guys remember, there's a few seconds for intros, a few seconds for outros, and...
Sorry. 59 minutes.
No, it didn't take that long for the sound effects. Yeah, so this week I will be keeping it nice and short in the scratching post. This going to be talking about subliminal messages this week.
Ooh.
Something I've been aware of since the 90s, and I've been following here and there, and I've built up some knowledge about them over the year, past few decades.
Right. Well, I've got Richie's corner.
As usual.
With a couple of surprises.
Are we going back to having guests that don't turn up?
Maybe next week.
Okay then.
Right.
Oh, is that a new pen?
No. Why?
I just don't think I've seen it in here before.
It's from my house. It's the one I used to use all the time.
But you mean you actually brought your own pen?
Yeah.
You don't usually. I guess miracles do happen. I think I'm down to my last pen now.
Good.
Well, I've still got all the gel pens, but they don't count. So, without further ado then. Oh, actually, I've got something to tell you before I crack on with the scratching post. Oh, before me and the missus split up, was having a chat with her, and I told her that she needed to embrace her mistakes.
Should I just give you a hug?
She gave us a hug.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I haven't got a joke. I am the joke this week.
You're the joke every week. In fact, you're just the joke of everybody else's lives.
Don't I go and sleep down in the waiting room at the hospital?
Don't tempt me. Come on.
Well, open it then.
I'm trying.
We'll get the key.
I am using the key.
Got the wrong.
There we go. Welcome to the scratching post, where we're talking about subliminal messages this week. Are you excited, Richy?
It stinks.
Yeah, but
why can't you go to a toilet like a normal person? It stinks of piss.
I thought it was the smell getting out my ass.
Shut up.
So then, subliminal messages are designed to manipulate your manipulate.
Oh, this is going to be a great one. You can tell, can't you?
Manipulate.
I'll tell you what. I'll go and get a drink when you figure out how to say words, right?
Fine.
Right.
I've got no water.
Right.
So as I was saying, subliminal messages are designed to manipulate our behaviour. And because of this, they were made illegal in Australia, the United Kingdom and the United States of America in 1958. Now, I know what you're thinking. At least I think I know what you're thinking. You know, it's like, if they're designed to manipulate behaviour, then are they a form of brainwashing? Well, they're not classed as brainwashing, but I'd have to admit it certainly seems like a type of brainwashing. Now, the thing with subliminal messages is that they hide messages within, like recordings or images that to the like naked eye or ear, you can't detect them, you can't perceive them. At the higher level, the more forefront level, which is the liminal.
It's at a subconscious level, isn't it?
But yeah, that's where the subliminal level is. It's at the sort of like subconscious level, and that's the part of our senses that can detect them, but we're not aware of it on a conscious level or liminal level. And a classic example of this, well, as always when it comes to conspiracy theories or whatnot, The Simpsons. Now, how many of you remember that episode of The Simpsons where Bart joined a boy band, and their hit song, Yenev et Niaj,
Right.
their hit song was actually Join the Navy backwards, which Lisa had discovered. And when she was rewinding the video cassette from the music video, discovering that it said Join the Navy, what flashed up also was hidden between frames was the classic image of Uncle Sam saying, "We want you," or "The army wants you," from World War II. You know, that there basically tells you exactly how subliminal messages are used. Now, like I said, because of the underhandedness of them, they were made illegal in '58. But it's hard to prove that subliminal messaging is being used because companies have become more and more deceptive, which everybody knows. But now, like say, Amazon Prime, or even just Amazon, their logo has a subliminal message in it.
Right.
You know the arrow?
Or the A to Z.
Well, it goes from A to Z, I believe, yes, but the main thing about it is the shape of the arrow. It looks like a smiley face.
Right.
So it's like, Amazon will make you happy. And then I'm thinking, no, if you fucking work there, it doesn't.
No, you're not. Shout out to all the poor bastards who work at Amazon.
Seriously, my wife, she does actually exist. Well, she used to, and then now again does work at a distribution centre over in the States.
I've heard it's hell. So.
Oh, hell doesn't get a look in.
Hang in there.
Well, let's see, that poor sod who a few years ago collapsed. I don't know if it was just at the collapse or if they actually died. And the bosses tried to cover it up and try to make everyone just go back to work and ignore the fact that it had happened.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, Amazon is not a nice company to work for at all. I mean, even before all that, back in 2013, there was a guy who I'd used to work with, who became a delivery driver for Amazon. And I found out from him just how bad it was because they won't actually employ the drivers. The drivers have to be classed as self-employed.
As and when.
As and when.
Bastard.
You know, so there's no flat wage, you know. And, you know, if you need to take it off, well, there's no sick pay. Because you don't work for them.
Yeah, bastards.
But that's getting away from the topic of subliminal messages. Amazon being bad to work for is a serious thing, but that's not what we're here to talk about today. Now, one thing that should be pointed out before I get into any examples is that psychologists and scientists still haven't come to like a consensus about whether subliminal messages are actually effective at convincing people to do or want things that they would otherwise not want. Now, me personally, haven't seen the way they work. Yeah, I would say they are effective.
Yeah, I would as well.
I'm even aware of times subliminal messaging's gotten to me. That shit works. It is bad. So here are some examples. Like embedding a message in a song, either at the higher or lower frequencies, or by singing something backwards. So the whole thing about playing the records backwards.
Backmasking.
Yeah. You know, and again, I think that was I think that might have been highlighted in that Simpsons episode I was talking about.
Yeah.
You know, but that was when you know, it was kind of playing on the whole like 60s, 70s, 80s era where everyone was obsessed about satanic messages being encoded into LP. So if you ran them backwards, you would get messages from the devil. But yeah, it's a that's one form of subliminal messaging.
Oh.
And I would have to forget to turn that thing on
It's
silent.
so unprofessional, Drew.
Now and again it does happen.
Why can't you be professional like me?
Well, just you don't even bring your phone with you, do you?
It's flat.
Okay. Another one I mentioned from the Simpsons episode is words and images briefly flashing between frames of a film, usually at about 1/10 of a second, like that image of Uncle Sam. Another example that goes with that as well is, remember the wrestler Roddy Piper?
Yes.
Did you ever see the film that he did?
Fucking right, I did.
They Live.
They Live, one of the best films ever made.
So when he puts the glasses on, he's seeing all the words hidden up. That's subliminal messaging.
Yeah. That was like the Matrix before the Matrix, really, in a way.
I suppose so. Yeah, I can see it. I can see it because like a secret society of aliens living among them, what have you. Yeah, but it's like seeing the real world for what it.
If anyone hasn't seen that, I would definitely recommend that film.
Oh, definitely. I'm trying to remember who was the colour actor. Who was?
I can't remember. I just know him.
Yeah.
But he was a good actor for being a wrestler. Like, he was good.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. There's a number of actors a number of wrestlers who do actually make good actors. You know, that's when the wrestling match is actually believable.
Are you calling out a wrestler? Because I know one that could come out and beat the shit out of you.
Oh, do tell.
Undertaker?
No, I'll put him under. All I have to do is cock
Alright,
a
I'll
leg.
have him as a guest next week, then there you go.
Alright then, okay,
Right.
okay. Let's see him not turn up because he's too scared. Right. Let's have a look then. They Live. Roddy Piper. Keith David. Okay, I know the name Keith David, apart from the fact I've watched that film. Like, I don't.
Is this really part of what we're doing here?
But I got curious about who he was, like why I recognise him.
Yes.
Oh, Armageddon. There we go. He was in Armageddon.
Oh, fantastic.
And the Thing.
Oh, and the Thing.
In 1980.
Yeah,
That's why I know him. That's why I know him. So, they've got two other examples of subliminal messaging. The glass Coca-Cola bottle.
Oh, I love them.
People have claimed that the reason that when you see that the glass bottle, not the plastic bottles, but the glass bottles, why people just want to wrap their hands around them.
It's cold.
No, that's when it comes to touch afterward. But when you first look at it, why it appeals to you, why it draws you in, because people have claimed that it reminds them of a shapely woman.
Oh, well, I could see that.
But like with the curves and that. You know, is it maybe something akin to the hourglass figure and what have you.
Sex sells.
Well, that did come into two other examples I came across, but I decided not to mention them. But one I will mention quickly, the easier one, the one that everyone will be probably more familiar with, is SFX magazine.
Right.
Now, if you cover the bottom of the S, F and X, so you can tell that part that as being obscured, it gives you the impression that it's actually saying sex, that the F is actually an E.
Go on Facebook. Do you know where you sign up to Facebook?
What, the actual login page?
Aye. Go to that.
Oh, you mean I've got to sign out?
No, just like oh well, you might have to.
Yeah. Oh,
Or can you
hang
get a
on.
picture of it?
I've got about here. I use more than one web browser, so I can use that one.
Do that. And I'll show you a classic one there.
This actually rings a bell now. I think about it. I think you've shown me this. I think you've shown me this before.
Oh, they took it off. Great.
Oh, you see that goes
So
back.
the picture next to it, where there's lines connecting people all over the world,
Yes.
it spells sex.
Okay, now I'm going to Google it.
If I really want to do, because I didn't make this up. I don't want you to Google sex. Go on, images. There, that one there.
This one.
Well, you know, any. See?
I'm just bringing it up bigger. Hopefully. But that didn't work. I know what to do. Open image. Open, no, not link.
Like you save it and open it.
Open image in new tab.
That's it. You see it? Once I've seen it, I can't not see it.
Yeah, so it's a...
So, yeah, there's a mouse. So, you got your S. Yeah? There's your E. And there's your X.
Yeah, there's a few different ways that I could...
But if you, like, look back, right, it clearly says it's, you know, a little bit misshapen. But the same with the Lion King. It does it on there as well. Judy falls into the dust things, the pollen or whatever it is.
Right.
And it goes up in the air. It spells sex.
In the original animated one?
Yeah.
No, I mean, you have to go back and watch that.
There's a one with the Rescuers as well. Do you remember that film?
The Rescuers.
Type in Rescuers Subliminal Message. It is a naked woman in one of the scenes. It's the Fallen.
The Rescuers Down Under, I thought.
No, the first one. Just the Rescuers.
And one of my Rescuers
Subliminal. There it is.
Boobs.
Yep.
I say boobs. Well then.
That's just. I'm not really going to go into it because it's your thing, but there's lots of them, like.
Seen that one there for the Lion King.
Yep.
Because you.
Asa.
Oh, and then there's that one there on the Little Mermaid. How the.
Dick eye.
God, I didn't even know about that one.
And the guy who marries them has got a hard on.
What, in the Little Mermaid? Oh, crikey.
Anyway.
So my last example is the posters that were made for the Pirates of the Caribbean. Now, when you think about it, you will remember that Pirates of the Caribbean is made by Disney. But if someone just said Pirates of the Caribbean, the last thought on your mind would probably be that it's a Disney movie, right? So what Disney did is that for the posters for the film, Captain Jack Sparrow's skull, behind it they put two torches to make it look like Mickey Mouse,
right? Clever.
to remind people that it's a Disney film.
Very clever. So that's not bad. That's not harming anyone.
No, because that's serving more as a reminder. But that's like, this is also like, in a way, it's like toned down compared to what it was like to begin with. The things that caused it to be outlawed back in the late 50s to start with. And another film that does kind of touch on subliminal messaging, but in the same way it doesn't. But it's highlighting planting thoughts into somebody's mind.
Mm-hmm.
The film Inception.
Yes.
And something else as well. Somewhere else where subliminal messaging is rife. It's happening all the time. Social media.
I can imagine.
And because it is so present in social media, that actually ties subliminal messaging quite nicely into last week's topic of the dead internet theory.
Oh.
There you go, nice and short, just like I promised.
Thank you. That was really good, that, Drew.
I'm glad you thought so. It's a good job that nobody got to hear what it was that you said at the end there. I wish I hadn't.
Oh, well. Well, you're not the only one to complain. Before we don't go any further, we've got a message from Karen, Oh God, the mic. Right. From Karen. Richie, you are not funny. You are a prick. Why don't you do something useful with Richie's Corner instead of talking absolute shit? You fucking wanker. Eat shit.
God, I actually remember writing that as well.
Now, you know where it is, Karen? I think you're right, actually. So we're not going to do Richie's Corner. It's scrapped.
Oh, is this a surprise?
It's scrapped. We're going to do some really hard-hitting topics. Dun dun. Wait. So did you hear about the 3 billionaires who's trapped in the sub underneath there? Oh, fuck it. Cue the music.
God, you had me going there, mate. I thought you were really going to scrap Richie's
Nah,
Corner.
fuck Karen.
I'd rather not.
No. Fuck off a cliff. Right. So, this week's sponsor, well, Richie's Corner is sponsored by Caffey's Crabs. If you want crabs, go to Caffey. Right. Random fact. Water is wet. Did you know that? Don't lie.
Actually, water is not wet.
Shut up.
It's not.
Drew is a wanker. Did you know that?
Of course I knew that.
And Thursday is before Friday.
I thought it was after.
Shut up.
Like 6 days
Shut
after.
up. Shut!
Well, seriously, water isn't wet.
I don't care. Got when you're from... I'm just going to keep talking until you stop. Got when you're from Gavin. Hi, Richie. I was in the park the other day, and I was wondering about why a frisbee gets bigger as it gets closer. And then it hit me.
The show's Gavin and not Garvin.
Shut up. I heard... Oh, sorry. See what you do. This one's from Dave. I heard Richie wears women's clothing and plays midnight swing ball.
I've mentioned you dressing up as a woman before, but I never said you play swing ball.
I was actually swing ball world champion 2004, 2005 and 2007.
Bullshit.
2006 I had a really bad cold, I couldn't compete. Right, going here from Kevin Watersniff. Sorry guys, I can't talk, I'm on the phone. Okay.
Nobody asked.
Jenny's got one, yeah. I heard a rumour that I heard a rumour about Richie. Is it true? Probably. Most rumours are true about me.
Well, no, I think it's true that she heard a rumour about you.
And the rumour probably is true.
Most of them are.
This one's from Not a Spy. Have you got any information? Yes, I'll get back to you on that.
Not any that you want, and when we give it to you, you're really going to wish it happened.
Shut up, Joe. Right. Oh, Barbara. Barbara. Hi, Richie. So Ben is on safari this week, so it's just me and the cat, since Dennis is missing. I've been handing out missing posters and posting him on social media and screaming at the top of my voice in the street, Dennis! But he hasn't turned up. But what's funny is, Billy Barnes, our neighbour, has just got a bird who looks just like Dennis, but I know it's not, because Billy's bird, Penis, has a moustache and wears glasses, so it cannot be Dennis.
Ah, well, there you go then.
See you next week. Hope I find him. I hope you find him as well. Okay, got one here from Billy Barnes, my arch nemesis for some reason. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I've got a new bird. He is brilliant. He drinks, smokes, and has a filthy sense of humour. All the women love him down the pub. Barbara keeps asking if it's her bird, Dennis, but she's not getting him back. Anyways, fuck off a cliff, Richie, you fat weed.
Now, regarding Billy, right, I've actually met Billy this past week.
Alright, that's nice, yeah.
I don't like him anymore.
No. Why?
He's like a real life Andy Cap / Rob C. Nesbitt. Fucking arsehole to the point that even I don't like him.
I thought he was.
Told him to go fuck off a cliff.
Good. And that's saying something if Drew doesn't like it, because no one likes Drew. Right, this one's from Nosy Nancy. Not to be nosy or anything, but I've just seen Barbara's bird Dennis with a suitcase going into Billy Barnes' house. And come back again 10 minutes later with a fake moustache and glasses. I'm not saying anything, Richie. As you know, I'm not nosy. And I don't like to stick my nose in other people's business. For example, my daughter said that I was a right nosy bastard. I know this because she wrote it in her diary. See you next week. Love, Nancy.
Well, that's good to know, Nancy.
Oh, gorgeous Ken's wrote in. Hi guys, I'm having a problem with my neighbours and his new bird. They're up all night drinking, fighting. The police are there all the time. It's interrupting my beauty sleep. But luckily, I don't need it because I'm fucking gorgeous. Anyways, I need to go because it's my friend's birthday and I need to post pictures of me and him because even though it's his day, I want people to know that I'm better looking than him.
I think
Cheers, Ken.
I think everybody already knows that Ken's
Gorgeous. He's absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
I'll take your word on that. Obviously, I've never seen him. I've never met him. But I've got an email from somebody on the block.
Jenny.
No, Jenny wrote to you.
Oh, wait, I thought you meant Jenny from the block.
Oh right. No. No. Margaret Chair.
Right. This should be good. Hello, Margaret.
Hi, Margaret. Okay, so what a week I've had. After meeting up with gorgeous... Oh, for fuck's sake. After meeting up with gorgeous Ken, and my God, he is gorgeous. Yes, we know, Ken is gorgeous.
I don't think you can emphasise it enough, though.
Apparently not.
He's absolutely gorgeous.
So, after meeting up with gorgeous Ken, and my God, he is gorgeous, I stayed overnight, but I couldn't sleep. I don't know if it was the fact that I was doing this to poor Pablo, or the fact Babs from across the street was playing trumpets to the early hours of the morning. At one point, I popped my head out of the window only to see her fly from one end of the room to another, crashing into her cabinets. God knows what went on there. Anyways, as I was leaving Ken's house in the morning, in total shock, I seen my gay son guy coming out of Kevin Watersmith's house. I was that shocked, I ran and bumped into this man, carrying a bird on his shoulders.
For fuck's sake.
Shouting, "That's what you get when you mess with Billy Barnes." Richie, I suddenly passed out and woke up with Pablo next to me in the waiting room in the hospital. But that's not the end. There was one man keep flashing his privates. Okay, this rings a bell. Flashing his privates at couples, swinging around saying helicopter, helicopter, while another man punched someone in a wheelchair. He couldn't make it up. After my husband died and out of 245 years of marriage, I've never had so much drama in my 270 years of life. I keep you guys updated for help. Much love, Maggie.
Maggie. Yeah, you hang in there, Margaret. Sounds like you've got everything under control.
Yeah, sending all the thoughts and prayers.
Yeah.
Not that that means much.
No. I think we're right. Richie's calling out there. Hello, welcome back. That was an eventful Richie's Corner.
It was. It's like it is like an old like 80s soap drama that goes on in Richie's Corner now. Like,
It's getting interesting. Like, so I think we'll go to Word of the Week then.
okay then. Well, my word of the week is vagabond, and that is somebody who wanders around and has no fixed home and has no job.
Hey, don't bring me into it. Right, mine is Viennetta. You can eat that.
Isn't that an ice cream?
Hell yeah. There's also a film about ice cream. V for Viennetta.
Hey. Okay, well that's been a very nice short episode compared to last week.
Yes.
But there is just one thing I need to say. There's one thing I need to say. Water isn't wet.
Why?
It makes things wet, but water itself is not wet.
How the fuck would you know that?
Science.
Oh, you know everything, don't you?
Podcast.